Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is MrStudkip, and welcome. This is a Psychic Electric Gym Challenge by TheGhost983. I'm the new Psychic Electric Gym Leader, taking over for tehfatpanda, or TheFatPanda, whatever you want to call him. He's now part of the Elite Four, and taking Ali DSL's place because he had real life problems, apparently. So, we're doing this, and I have a doubles team trying to take over for Panda, trying to make his gym back to the way it was. I don't know if I've done as good of a job because he's pretty good, but I try as hard as I can. So let's just jump right in. So he leads with Jolteon and Politoed, and I'll lead out with my Rotom and with my Musharna Fetus. He's got a rain team, pretty nice, but I make the mistake of leaving Rotom out there. I don't know why I did that. I should have expected the Thunder. And then he gets the Toxic on my Musharna, but I do get the Light Screen up. So not the best first turn for me. So I just start helping handing, get the Rock Slide. I get the crit on Politoed, a little fortunate, and then I do hit Jolteon pretty good. He goes for the Thunder, and he goes for the Ice Beam. So I knew I could have survived that because he wasn't Specs or anything. So I do the Rock Slide again, and another crit on the Jolteon, doesn't matter. So I'm in decent shape right now. Not so well, but I don't know. He goes for the Terrakion and the Gyarados, and he gets the Intimidate. So I want my Chester to get out of there. So I pull in my defensive tanks, Swagnazone and Man of Steel, Metagross. But he goes for the Earthquake. I should have expected that, but thanks to the Reflect, I can survive it pretty easily. Well, not easily, but I can survive it. And I just switch out and go for, because I expect him to do the exact same thing again with the Earthquake and the Waterfall. And he does. He goes for the Earthquake, and I protect on my Man of Steel. And then he goes for the Waterfall on it. So it was pretty much a do-nothing turn. So he brings in his Gyarados, expecting an Electric type move. And I go for the Bullet Punch on Terrakion, trying to just hoping it would do enough, but it didn't do quite enough. So I know my Metagross is going to die right here, so I just go for the Discharge just to do some damage on his Porygon too as well. And he sends in Kareem Black, and I send in my Garchomp to counter him. So I go for the Dragon Claw and just hope that it kills it, but sadly it doesn't. He goes for the Outrage and gets me, but my Rough Skin makes it so his Kareem goes down. So, but Dragon for Dragon, I'll take it. I go for the Discharge, just get some more damage on Porygon 2. Goes for the Ice Beam. Doesn't do that much, thanks to the Light Screen. I just bring in Magnezone and Gyarados. He's down to his last two. Gets the Intimidate, doesn't matter because they're special attackers. Go for the Discharge. Didn't think it'd do that much to Magnezone. One hits his Gyarados, which is pretty nice. But he does get the paralyzes, or I do paralyze my Magnezone, which plays a big part right there. Because I would have gone for the Discharge and would have healed Kobe back up. So I go for the Discharge because Fetus's Telepathy allows it to survive. But he kills me because the Light Screen wears off. So, and then I lose some Poison. So I'm down to my last two against his Porygon. So I go for the Helping Hand Discharge just to see how much it would do. It does about 40%, very nice. And I do get the Pair Hacks, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to win this. I got this. So I go for the Helping Hand Discharge again, but he gets the Pair Hacks on me. I get paralyzed, so he goes for the Recover, heals back up, and then my Musharna goes to Faint Land. So I go for the Charge Beam, and just to get some boosts on him. He gets paralyzed again, which is fortunate. Unfortunate for him though. I go for the Charge Beam again, and I get another boost. So I'm in good shape, and he goes to Tri Attack. Doesn't do nearly as much. And so as long as there's no Pair Hacks here, I win this. And so I don't get any. So, and that's the game. A little fast paced because of Pokecheck, Pokemon Showdown animation. I don't really like it as much. I would rather do this on the DS, but I don't really have any good means to record. So I'm just going to do this. So I am the new Psychic Electric Gym Leader, MrStudkip. And if you're interested in joining the league, there will be a link in the description so you can take me on and try to become the champion as well. So, goodbye.